Hey y'all, welcome back to the Briles Bunch. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 4 easy and delicious dips to make that are perfect for get-togethers or just anytime that you want something yummy. 2 of these are going to be in the crock pot and 2 in the oven. I'm going to be making a Chili's Queso Dip. We're going to make some Spinach Artichoke Dip, Jalapeno Popper Dip, and Cheeseburger Dip. So let's get started. So this first one is probably the one that I'm most excited about. It's a Copycat Chili's Queso Dip. And for that, I've got 3 limes. We've got 2 cans of the 15-ounce no bean chili, 2 cups of whole milk. For the seasonings, we've got paprika, cayenne pepper, chili powder, and ground cumin, and then a whole 32-ounce block of Velveeta cheese. So the first thing I'm gonna put in the bottom is all of the cheese that I chopped up into slices. And then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Two cups of milk, both cans of chili, juice from 3 limes, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of cumin, and 3 tablespoons of chili powder. So now I'm just going to put the lid on it and put it on high heat for about an hour, or you could do low for 2 to 3 hours and stir it like halfway through. Halfway through, so it's time to stir it. It's already smelling really good. For the second crock pot dip that I'm making, I've got a block of cream cheese. It's going to be a spinach artichoke dip. And then I've got some minced garlic, a can of diced green chilies, a can of artichoke hearts, it's a 14-ounce can, and then 16 ounces of sour cream. We've got a bag of Parmesan cheese, which is a 1.5 cups. And then we'll use some of this Italian style cheese. I really just needed Romano, but it has all the others in it too, so hopefully that will be fine. I'm sure it will be. And then I've got a bag of chopped spinach, which this is a 12-ounce bag, and the recipe calls for 10 ounces, so just a little bit more than what it calls for. The first thing I'm going to do though is just chop up the artichoke hearts. There's also 1 stick of butter as well that I forgot to mention. Now that I chopped up all of the artichoke hearts, we just dump everything into the crock pot and set it on high for 40 minutes. So I've got my can of green chilies, and I drained off a little bit of the excess juice too. 16 ounces of cream cheese. I have 2 8-ounce containers of it. I've got my 8 ounces of cream cheese cut into cubes. All the spinach. It said it was gonna fit, but I don't think it's fitting. 1.5 cups of Parmesan. And about 1/4 cup of that other cheese mixture. Okay, since I still don't even have the artichoke hearts or the garlic in there yet, and it clearly isn't gonna fit with the lid on it, I've got no choice but to transfer it to a bigger crock pot. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you wanted to use a 2-quart one, you should probably do this in a 2-step thing with melting the cheeses first and then adding in the artichoke hearts and spinach and the rest of it. But since I didn't do that, I've got to switch crock pots real quick. I got it transferred. Now I just need to add in my tablespoon of minced garlic and all of these artichoke hearts. Time to give this one a good stir. On to the third dip, we're gonna make a jalapeno popper dip. So I've got 1.5 cups of shredded cheese, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 1/4 cup of bacon, and I just used the ready cooked bacon and cooked it in the microwave and then crumbled it up. I've got a 4-ounce can of diced jalapeno peppers, 1 cup of sour cream, and then 2 blocks of 8 ounces of cream cheese, so 16 ounces in total. First thing we're gonna do is mix up the sour cream with the cream cheese until it's nice and smooth. Next, I'm adding 1/4 cup of the bacon, all of the jalapenos, and then 1 cup of the shredded cheese. Now that I got that mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and spread it out into my pan here. So I'm just gonna spread that out and then add 1/2 cup of the sharp cheddar cheese and 1 cup of breadcrumbs on top. Cook this, I'm going to cook it on 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. For the last dip that we're going to make, it's going to be a cheeseburger dip, and for that I've got a pound of ground beef, we've got some lettuce, shredded cheese, Worcestershire sauce, Velveeta cheese, tomatoes for topping, as well as the pickles and lettuce, and then we've also got some ketchup and mustard. So the first thing we're going to do is cook the ground beef and then drain it when it's done, and put the Velveeta cheese in a saucepan until it melts. So here is our cheese sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and put in my ground beef that I just got done draining and stir that in. And then we'll add in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and 2 tablespoons of mustard, and mix that in really good. So I thought it was filming, but it wasn't. And I already added in the Worcestershire sauce and ketchup, but here's my 2 tablespoons of mustard. It's good and mixed together, so I'm gonna put it in my 9x13 pan. So now I'm gonna top it with cheese and then the lettuce and pickles and tomatoes. Finally got all of our dips done. We've got the Spinach Artichoke Dip, the Queso Dip, Jalapeno Popper Dip, Cheeseburger Dip, and then all of our things to dip it with. We've got bread that I thought would be good for the jalapeno poppers, Ritz crackers, tortilla chips, and Fritos. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of the dips. I know we're going to enjoy eating them, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.